Deciding what show to see in the West End or on Broadway can be mind-boggling. And if you're really not quite sure, looking at the listings can lead you to a la-la land of indecision. Join me now for 10 reasons to see the Royal Shakespeare Company's multi-award-winning musical, Matilda. Just talking musicals with you. At number 10, Matilda is based on the 1988 children's novel by Roald Dahl, which tells the story of an extraordinary little girl who, armed with a sharp mind, love of reading and a vivid imagination, dares to take control of her destiny. And Roald Dahl sounds like just the person to tell her story, having operated as an ace fighter pilot and spy during World War II. With his children's books, he created colourful, fantastical worlds and never held back for the sake of his rather more squeamish readers. And his book, Matilda, won the Children's Book Award shortly after it was published in 1988. Reason number 9, and fast forward to 2009, when none other than the Royal Shakespeare Company announced that they would be staging a musical adaptation of Matilda with music by comedian and composer-musician Tim Minchin, Tony Award-winning Matthew Walker's directing, along with audacious playwright Dennis Kelly writing the script, topped off by the musical genius Chris Nightingale on orchestration. And this winning combination of collaborative talent set about bringing this much-loved children's novel to its biggest audience ever. Reason number 8 just has to be the storyline. Matilda is about a very bright but rebellious little girl whose parents treat her as nothing more than a nuisance. They spend their time watching TV whilst their daughter discovers she has an uncanny knack for reading books at great speed. Life at school is overshadowed by the terrifying headmistress, Miss Trunchbull, who rules over her pupils with fear and cruelty until one day little Matilda decides it's about time the grown-ups have finally taught her a lesson themselves. Which is around the same time she discovers she's not just an uncommonly quick reader, but she's rather a dab hand at magic too. And talking of magic, here's reason number 7. The show is full of amazing special effects that leave the audience spellbound. Matilda's special powers are fascinating to see on stage, and the production team hired none other than illusionist Paul Keeve, who's also worked on and appeared in the Harry Potter films, and is the only illusionist ever to have won a New York Drama Desk Award. At number 6, it's got to be the Matildas. In 2010, they originally chose 3 little girls to play the lead role for the opening at the RSC's Courtyard Theatre in Stratford-upon-Avon, in the form of Kerry Ingram, Adriana Bertola and Josie Griffiths. At the end of the performance, the audience and critics alike rose delightedly to their feet and cheered the arrival of this enchanting new musical show. And Matilda's meteoric progress has gone from strength to strength since that first opening night. Well, here we are at reason number 5, and it's probably no surprise that the critics loved it. The New York Times declared nothing matches it, The Guardian hailed it an evening of unadulterated bliss, The Independent called it utterly exhilarating, and Time Out's critic couldn't wait to see it again, and they all gave it an unprecedented 5 stars. At reason number 4, did I hear you ask about awards? Matilda moved from the RSC to the Cambridge Theatre in London's West End in October 2011, smashing all Theatreland records when it scooped up a total of 7 awards at the Oliviers, simultaneously securing itself a place in the Guinness Book of Records for most Olivier Award wins. In the decade since it opened, it's won a total of 99 international awards, including 24 for Best Musical. At reason number 3, it's got to be the music. Ben Brantley of the New York Times hailed it the most original in years. Charles Spencer of The Telegraph reported the songs fizz with humour and great take-home melodies. And the score really does have a favourite for everyone, with tunes that stick in your head for days. Kids always like Revolting Children, adults When I Grow Up. And that's not to mention the direction and choreography of one of my favourite songs, Naughty. Reason number 2 is just where you can see it. In spring 2013, Matilda opened on Broadway at the prestigious Schubert Theatre, where it ran for 1,555 performances, and it has since gone on to tour pretty much the entire globe, including Canada, Australia, New Zealand, the Philippines, Korea, South Africa, Singapore, China and Japan. And of course, in late 2022, Sony Pictures are releasing a new film with a star-studded cast that I can't wait to see. Although, let's face it, nothing beats the thrill of seeing something live on stage, so you'll just have to see both. Which brings us to reason number 1 and a few fun facts. At 4 foot 4 inches tall, Matilda Wormwood is the smallest leading lady in the West End. Each year, the Blackboard moves 15.5 miles at a grand top speed of 1.5 miles per hour, and the show gets through a total of 8,320 balloons, 105 metres of balloon elastic, 3,780 paper aeroplanes, 100 tubs of chocolate spread and almost 12 million pieces of confetti each year. Small wonder the opening number is called Miracle. Well, that's it for our look at 10 reasons to see Matilda. I'm Lesley Anne Knight. I hope you enjoy the show. And don't forget to tap subscribe and give us a like, because let's face it, we all like to be popular. Oh no, that's the wrong show. Anyway, see you soon.
Sometimes you have to be a little bit naughty.
Just talking musicals with you.